Hello there, welcome to this tutorial. The topic is simple linear equations. So we go solve the following equations. To solve these equations, we are looking for the value of the unknown that makes the expression on the left hand side to be equal to the expression on the right hand side. So we start with the first problem, that's x minus 3 equals 9. So we are going to find the value of x such that when you put the value of x here, it will give you this right hand side. So this is the left hand side, this is the right hand side. So to solve the problem, we are going to collect the like terms. So the terms with x on the left hand side, the term without x on the right hand side. That term without x is called the constant term. To solve this problem, we take this negative 3 to the right hand side so that we'll be left with only x, and we still maintain this 3 on the right hand side. So negative 3 going to the right hand side becomes positive, so we have a plus 3. So this negative 3 has become positive 3 here. So x now be equal to, what is 3 plus 3 gives 6. So x is equal to 6. So that if you put x equal to 6 here, 6 minus 3 gives 3. So the value of x is perfect and accurate. So we go to the B part of the problem. X plus 5 is equal to 12. Again, we are going to take this plus 5 to the right hand side of the equation. So if you take away this plus 5, you are left with x, and the right hand side we still maintain our 12. So we are moving this positive 5 to the right hand side, and because it is going to the right hand side, it changes to negative 5. This plus 5 going to the right hand side, it becomes minus 5. So we simplify. 12 minus 5 gives 7. So x is equal to 7. X equal to 7. So we go to the C part of the problem. I have 2x is equal to 5. 2x is equal to 5. So meaning we just want only x. To remove these 2 is to divide both sides by 2. 2x divided by 2 is equal to 5 divided by 2. So this 2 divided by 2 will give us 1. So we are left with only x on the left hand side. This is 5 over 2. We now change it to mixed fraction because 5 over 2 is an improper fraction. So changing it to mixed fraction, we divide numerator by the denominator and take the remainder. So 5 divided by 2 gives 2, remainder 1. That one will now form the numerator. That will give us 1 over 2. 2 whole number, 1 over 2 is the value of x. That will make the left hand side to be equal to the right hand side. So we go to D. Problem D. We have 6x minus 7 is equal to 2x plus 5. This is 6x here, this is 2x here, this is minus 7, this is 5. 6x and 2x are like terms. Minus 7 and plus 5 here are like terms. So we are going to collect the terms with x on the left hand side. So I now have this is going to the right hand side, while this one is coming to the left hand side, and this 6x and 5 will still be maintained on the right hand. So we move. This is 7 plus 7 here. That's this negative 7 has changed to positive 7 on moving to the right hand side, and this 2x has changed to minus 2x on moving to the left hand side. So this 2x here is positive. Moving to the left hand side, it becomes negative. So 6x minus 2x gives 4x. 5 plus 7 gives 12. Dividing both sides by 4. 4x divided by 4 gives x. And 12 divided by 4 gives 3. So we have done justice to this problem. So we move on to the E part of the problem. Here, these 2 can be written as fraction. Any whole number can be written as fraction. That is, 2 can be written as fraction, so that we have 2 over 1. 7 can be written as fraction, 7 over 1, and so on. So we shall write these 2 as fraction. This is equal to 2 over 1. Since we have it like this, we are going to apply the cross product rule, which is generally known as cross multiplication. So to do this cross multiplication, it is this x, which is the numerator, multiplied by the 1, which is the denominator on the right hand side. So x times 1 gives x. So this x equal to 3 times 2. That is, the denominator of the left hand side is multiplying the numerator of the right hand side. So x is equal to 6. So we go to the second problem. In this second problem, find the value of the unknowns in each of these equations. So we have 3 problems here, A, B, and C. So we start with A. 3m plus 2 is equal to 14. Again, we are going to retain 3m here and take this plus 2 to the right hand side. So maintaining 3m here, this we also maintain 14 on the right hand side. We are moving this plus 2 to the right hand side, which becomes negative 2. Plus 2 on the left hand side going to the right hand side becomes negative 2. So that we now have 3m is equal to 14 minus 2. So 3m, 14 minus 2 gives 12. So 3m is equal to 12. Again, the coefficient of m here is 3. So we are going to divide by the coefficient of m. So 3m divided by 3 gives m. And 12 divided by 3 gives 4. Therefore, m is equal to 4. So we have found the value of m. So we go to the B part of the problem. So the B part of the problem, 5p plus 7 is equal to 3p minus 11. Here, the p is on this side, p is on the right hand side. 7 is on the left hand side, negative 11 is on the right hand side. So we group them. Grouping them is to bring this 3p to the left hand side and take this 7 to the right hand side. So I now have 5p minus 3p. This 3p is positive, coming to this side becomes negative. So I now have 5p minus 3p is equal to negative 11. Having removed this 3p, we are left is negative 11. This plus 7 going to the right hand side becomes negative 7. So that we now have negative 11 minus 7. So 5p minus 3p gives 2p. And negative 11 minus 7 gives negative 18. So we now divide both sides by the coefficient of p. And the coefficient of p here is 2. 2p divided by 2 gives p. And negative 18 divided by 2 gives negative 9. So p is equal to negative 9. So we have solved the B part of the problem. We go to C. So a minus 2 is equal to 6a minus 7. In this problem, if you move this to this side, you are going to have a minus 6a. It is possible to interchange the equation by bringing the left hand side to the right hand side and the right hand side to the left hand side, so that this becomes 6a minus 7 is equal to a minus 2. Right. So we go and collect the like terms, the terms with a on the left hand side and the terms without a on the right hand side. That is the constant terms. So I now have 6a. This a coming to the left hand side becomes minus a. Since it is plus here, on coming to this side it becomes minus. We are left with minus 2 at the right hand side. This minus 7 going to the right hand side becomes plus 7. So we now have 6a minus a gives 5a, and negative 2 plus 7 gives positive 5. So we have 5a is equal to 5. Well, again, we are going to divide both sides by the coefficient of a, and the coefficient of a here is 5. 5a divided by 5 gives a, and 5 divided by 5 gives 1. So we have done justice to this problem again. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by Uninab Resources. Tell daddy, tell mommy to subscribe to the channel so that they can always get some mathematics videos for you. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.